All right, we're going to look at a couple different shoulder mobility exercises that will help to introduce more range of motion into our shoulders and our thoracic spine, right, which is the top of our spine here. We're not trying to increase flexibility in our lumbar. We're trying to keep that nice and firm. And so when we're doing these exercises, we want to keep our midsection engaged, right, and neutral, so that when we're bending our shoulders and our upper thoracic rather than bending our lower back like this. You can always tell when you are having a problem with shoulder mobility, because when you go to overhead press, say you've got a pair of dumbbells in your hand, lots of times our hands, instead of being here, are here. And in order to compensate for that, we do this so that we can get the weight overhead. There's a million reasons why that's a bad idea, but all we really need to focus on is you're making your lower back do the work that your shoulders and your thoracic spine should be doing. And it's not very safe, and when you get done with that, you wonder, why does my lower back hurt? Well, because you're overextending it, the lumbar spine, in order to make up for that lack of mobility up top. So these exercises will help us with that. We're going to start with an overhead extension, and then we'll take a look at an overhead anchor position. So first, I'm going to try to get this in place so that you can actually see what I'm up to here. All right, so we're going to start, see if I can get everything out of my pockets that we don't need, with overhead extension. So you're going to place this roller right underneath your rib cage, so it's not on your lower back. It's not quite midway up, right underneath your rib cage. Feet are up, hips are down. We're going to start up with our hands like this. We're going to rotate up a little bit, and we're going to raise our hips, and we're going to keep our midsection firm here, right? Because we don't want the bend to come from our lower back. Reaching up, I'm going to bring my hands together, and I'm going to slowly lean back. Now what I did wrong there is I immediately raised my hips. So instead, let's try this again. Reaching for the ceiling, extend back. You can hold that, slowly lowering the arms as far as you can, and then you can raise your hips and increase the pressure even a little bit more on your thoracic spine. All right. Doing that for a minute or two will definitely help improve your shoulder mobility. Another option, which kind of attacks it from a different end, is a shoulder anchor instead of an extension. So with that, we've got the same basic setup, but we're going to start with our hands on a bar. And we're going to start with our hips up. The roller is in the same spot, right underneath our rib cage. Hips are up, holding my stomach in a nice neutral position. I'm going to reach back. I've got my hands anchored, and I'm going to slowly try to lower my hips to the floor without giving up the stability of my lumbar spine. Ooh, that's hard. So those are 2 exercises you can start with. You don't need a barbell to put your hands under. You can put your hands under a couch. Anything that anchors your hands down just a little bit, adds a little bit of added weight, will do the trick. So you can do this at home. All you need is a foam roller, and you can do both of these at home. All right, any questions? Give me a holler, text, email. Phone number is 402-202-4555. Don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions or concerns. All right, thanks guys.